Are you ready?
Hey peeps, how's it going? First of all, don't mind the hair. I don't know what is going on with it today, but it's about time to get cut. It's frustrating me, and it's not growing back the way I want it to, but whatever. Thing number two before we talk about Seth Curry coming to the Pistons, possibly. Tomorrow night, Wednesday, 8 o'clock sharp, DSA has allowed me to join and start Pistons. I guess if you watch DSA and their Lions videos, it's a round table thing, but we're not calling it that. It's called Pistons Center Court. And basically, we're going to be doing a live stream for you guys to come out and join us and talk some Detroit Pistons stuff. So I'm sure Seth Curry, Derrick Rose rumors will be talked about during that show tomorrow. So be sure to come back at 8 o'clock tomorrow. That is Wednesday. To check us out and support us. It's going to be flip-flopping through people's channels, and it's going to help people grow and expand our horizon of what we can do, and really just spread our love of Detroit basketball, giggity, around to one person at a time. So with that being said, let's talk about the news today of Seth Curry possibly coming to the Pistons via free agency. Now, I did not put him on either my point guard or shooting guard list, and I did top 5 for every position, a top 6 for point guard. But I did not put him on either point guard or shooting guard or any of the positions for that matter, because I just didn't see him leaving Portland. Portland has done a really good job this season of acquiring talent. Picking up Canner after he was waived has been huge for them. They are probably one of the most deepest teams in the league. Rodney Hood's fitting back in, is coming back into his zone. Seth Curry just balled out the other night, and Canner's doing his thing. So they have done a really good job adding pieces to this team year by year by year by year. And I think Seth Curry complements CJ McCollum and Damian Lillard perfectly. He's a pretty good backup for him. And, he's one of those guys that if, Lillard or CJ's not in the zone, he can fill in and help out. Or if they're in foul trouble or if they're hurt, he can step into the starting roster. But he's also a very good bench player. And he's not even on the same level as Steph. Don't think that for a second. If you have not watched this guy play, he's a completely different player than what his brother Steph is. Now, Steph and Seth are both good players. Obviously, Steph is one of the faces of the NBA, greatest three-point shooter of all time, if not, one of the best players of all time. I'm not ready to go that far. He's definitely, if not the best. I don't know why I said that like that. The best. If he's not one of the best, I don't know what I'm saying. You guys know what I'm saying. He's the greatest guy of all time in shooting threes. But Seth, on the other hand, has actually struggled throughout his career, bouncing team from team, not really finding a home yet. Now, the thing that has done wonders for Seth Curry going undrafted is he has improved every season. And he really hasn't been given a starting roster spot, the guy to start 82 games. He hasn't earned that yet. He's getting there. And I think with time he could, but no one's given him that platform to give him a chance to show the world what he's really gotten. He early in his career, he's fought for minutes. He's fought to be on an NBA team, and now he's becoming a steady person in the rotation, especially in Portland. Now, coming to Detroit, if that does happen, he could have the opportunity of a lifetime here. They're more than likely going to be moving on from Reggie Jackson after this season. Following next season, you got Galloway, Reggie, Lure, and Josh Smith's contracts all going bye-bye. So you're going to be getting a lot of money between this season and the next season. So if you get Seth Curry this season and he shows you something, then you might save some of that money and not go after a point guard. You might try to go after the small forward position that we need to fill. You might draft one. I don't know how the Pistons are looking at it. But if you get Seth Curry's going to have a chance to ball out, because this team needs firepower. This team is lacking something. And really, you can't do a whole lot. Well, how you doing? And you can't really do a whole lot until these contracts go away, because unfortunately, the front office that before you really dug you a pretty big grave, and we're starting slowly to crawl out of it, but it's going to take time. And Seth Curry is a great player to help set a foundation. We've had a lot of success in Detroit over the years going with undrafted players. Ben Wallace comes to mind. He's probably the best undrafted player of all time. Seth Curry's not on the same level as that, but he does a little bit of everything. He's a scrappy defender, can shoot the ball, not as well as his brother, but he's not terrible at it. But more importantly, he's a better playmaker than his brother. He's actually a true point guard, but he plays a lot of shooting guard. He does play off ball a lot. So you might see something with him and Reggie on the floor at the same time. He can play those two positions, which brings you versatility, which helps his team a lot. I think throughout his career, he's only averaged 6 points, but he's averaged 9 points off the bench this season, which is not bad. Obviously, still work needs to be done in his game. But again, this comes back to Dwayne Casey. He helps make guys better, especially younger talent. And I'm not sure off the top of my head how old Seth is, but I'm pretty sure he's younger than Steph. So coming to here in Detroit, you get a coach who helps you add something to your game. And playing with a guy like Blake Griffin and Andre Drummond, it opens up everything for him. So this might be his best opportunity to be a good player. Now, he's already a good player. I'm just saying Detroit's going to give him the best opportunity to show the world what he really got. So, who knows? Again, I like what Detroit is trying to do. I like all the rumors of us going after people like Derrick Rose and Seth Curry. And it seems like more and more of these names are floating around every single day. And it's really showing you how active Dwayne Casey and Ed Stefanski, that's a tongue twister, are really trying to pursue in free agency and try to get not just nobodies. Like, you're not going to see these guys overpay for people like a Langston Galloway. The guys that they're going after have done something in this league and are going to be good players. So I like what they're doing so far. I like all the rumors. Again, we got to actually see pen put to paper. Free agency doesn't start until June, July. So we're still a little ways away from all that stuff. But I like what I'm hearing so far. And I can't wait for free agency to start. Draft's going to be right around the corner before you know it. So you got to get all that researching done. But that's all I got for you guys today. Do you guys want Seth Curry here? Yay, nay? Let me know in the comments below. Check the description out for Instagram and Twitter. Links both there. And also, again, Wednesday night, 8 o'clock, come back. We are doing Pistons Center Court live stream. Come back and check that out. And we'll talk some basketball with you. But with that being said, I will see you peeps in the next one. Have a good day. Peace.